Hi everyone, how are you? In this video we're going to examine a mobile app, not as a toy, as something, little gadget, but really as a business, right? Because if you want to build a mobile app, you want it to be a business for you. And that means you want it to make you money, in reasonable amount of money. There's certain expectations, right? It's not just some toy that you're making. You have more aspirations for it, right? And so what are the differences between a mobile app and another business, right? Well, the thing is that you are stuck within a certain ecosystem, right? Maybe you're not, maybe using the word isn't, stuck isn't right, but you are confined to this ecosystem, which is, the iOS store, maybe Android, maybe both. But if your main product is the app, then you're like not really that much on YouTube. You're not really that much, your own site. I don't know if you're going to have, a substantial enough site of your own, right? And then you're subject to all kinds of changes to the mobile app ecosystem and how the app stores want to work. Like right now, maybe, there are certain patterns of success for mobile app stores, but they can change that at any time according to what they want or what the trends are, and your app may or may not correspond to whatever the changes are. These changes of how the app stores will evolve may or may not really bode well for your app. And the thing is that when you make a business on another ecosystem, you're kind of subject to their rules, right? Yes, they give you customers, they bring you a lot of customers, they help you monetize, they do so many things for you, and it's really good, right? Because as soon as you put your app on, any app store, like there's like millions and millions and millions of people who can get your app. So that's amazing. They give you so much, but at the same time, they give you, but they can take it away. And but also, it can happen that you may breach some sort of terms of service, of theirs, and then boom, one day you're gone. And you have no choice, right? Because you built your business on someone else's ecosystem, right? If you had your own, website, there, and something on it, yes, you're kind of still on the Google ecosystem, kind of, but you have more ways. People can't remove your site. Maybe Google can remove you from Google, but nobody can remove your site, right? But if you're in an App Store ecosystem, yeah, the App Stores can easily just remove your app if they want to. It doesn't happen often, but it can. And these are real risks if you invest your time and money. So that's it, so you're kind of confined to this ecosystem. It's a difficult thing, and what the next steps are for your business are also dictated by this ecosystem, right? So, you can't really change the app that much. If your business was like some website idea, you can change your website all you want. But to change an app, it's kind of like, there are only a few patterns of how apps work that actually make them successful, and I'll talk about that later in other videos. But the app is kind of like a sensitive thing, and so I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Those are some of the things to consider if you are thinking of starting a mobile app business. It isn't, the most flexible of businesses. You are relying on the whims of the ecosystem and the Android or iOS ecosystem. So there are those considerations to take seriously, right? And it isn't. There are risks. There are risks to starting a business on someone else's ecosystem, and that's just, there's no way of getting around it.